Howdy! How's everybody out there in YouTube land today? I hope y'all doing fine. I've still got the cold. But I'm not letting it stop me from being creative, I'll tell you what. Last time I seen you, we was working on this wolf plaque, and I told you that we was going to have a little bit of problem here with it. The stain, it bleeding into my background. And I don't like that. So, there ain't never nothing done that you can't fix some way. So what I'm doing, I'll show you what I've already done here on this, if I can get it moved around some so you can see it. I'm putting some silver, a silver lining, if you will, around the design, and I'm going to be doing more with the silver, but right now what I'm primarily concerned with is just getting the silver down around the outline of my wolf. I had thought about doing some different things, and I tested some stuff out over on a scrap piece of wood, and I didn't like the other things I was coming up with. The silver is looking really good, so we're going to be putting that around it. Sometimes you just have to practice or play or experiment or whatever you want to call it. And this is Gordmaster metallic paint. Why am I having a difficult time with this? Oh, I know why. Let me change brushes here. That one had dried out some. I didn't clean it. See, that's the important part about cleaning your things when you're not using them. I had done the paws and the little howling wolf down here at the bottom, and I took a break. And I didn't clean that brush, and so it hardened up, and it didn't want to take paint on. So we'll fix that. You see, I'm just dabbing that paint on here, covering up where the bleed was, and even just taking it around the design. It'll go out further around. I don't know that I will cover all of the pecan stained part of it. I don't know yet. We'll just have to wait and see how it's going. But for right now, what I want to do is just get the outline covered with the micro brush. Then I can come in with something a little bit bigger out around, and I don't have to worry about getting it into the design of my pattern. Just make sure that I've got it tapped in any place where that, see how that stain came out past the ear, so we're going to cover that with the silver. Now I'll probably even put in some highlights on my designs, and I've got to do the wolf's eyes. I want to make them stand out. But I'm liking that silver on there. That's going to make it stand out some. I think that artwork should stand out. It shouldn't be something just to blend into the background. See how I just take it right on down around the side of his head there. Kind of between some of them little whiskers that we burn in. When you're doing art, you just take it one step at a time. It's a process of what you like and what you don't like, and what you don't like, you're going to change. And what you like, you're going to enhance. Okay, that's looking good so far. So far, so good. Now, get rid of that brush, and I'm going to take a Q-tip here. This is one that I've already had in this silver paint. I'm going to stir it up a little bit with that Q-tip. A little chunky in there. There we go. Now, we're just going to start moving this on out. And I will be joining all four of these pieces with this silver paint. I already figured out that's what I wanted to do. And that way they all come together. I'm just dabbing it on with this Q-tip. Move this up a little bit so you can see a little bit more about what I'm doing. Right now I'm just joining the head of it to this paw print. And if it looks a little too light, you just tap a little more on. It's kind of a stippling effect that I'm getting with this Q-tip, and that's fine by me. Just stipple in the background, trying to get this so you can see it. Move the camera a little bit here. That one kind of pooping out on me. We'll get another one going. coming around this foot a little bit here. Bring it on out a little further. Q-tips kind of flattening out from the tamping I'm doing. Use all the paint that's on that before I switch it out. Okay, go with another one here. Well, this one wants to jump in all right. Alright, come back down here since the camera is pointed this direction. Do a little bit more of this. Bring this out a little further from my little howling wolf. Just laying in a little background. Now, all this in here, this section in here, all going to have silver on it. You see areas that you're not satisfied with where you've already painted, go over them a little bit more. Get this area between the hind legs back here. There's all kinds of different ways that I could have done this. I could have carved it out, put a background in it. Different things that can be done, but I thought this would work out really nice, and it's turning out pretty good. Gonna be some more silver paint bought in my future, it looks like. It's taking a lot of silver paint. I hope I have enough to finish this. Otherwise, I'll have to order some more silver paint. Finish it up later. Just keep stippling it in. Ended up with a lot of paint up here on my Q-tip when my dabber on it wears loose. So we'll scrape it off of there and tamp it in. Get another one. Some of this paint off of the neck of the bottle here. So there's just enough of that background showing through to really make it interesting. We'll move the camera back a little bit here. Actually, I want to get a little bit more down in here. Yeah, it's looking good. And just a touch. Now, get up here and be going around the head. Take it all the way to the foot over here. We don't have to go out real far away from the head. Just a little bit. Move it down so you can see. I'm just moving right on around, filling it in, giving him a nice background to stand out on. Piece of fuzz there on it. Okay. Now we want to even it up. Bring this side out just a little bit more here. Maybe a little bit more right up in here to match that other side up some. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to blend around the edges of this. Just blend all this stippling in. For a nice background. Blend it up nice. Working down here on the bottom of it a little bit. Just blending what I've got in mind. come on the outside of this foot just a little bit here to stipple, so it all matches. Between these little toes. Oh, my brush is getting gummed up, so we'll get a little bit more on the other end of it. There we go. So I'm just kind of taking a look at it now, see what I think about it. And I think I need just a little bit more, maybe up in here. Kind of bring it out like the other side. See what I'm dealing with up in here on the sides. Trying to keep it looking fairly symmetrical. And I think that's looking doggone good right there. I use up the rest of this paint that I got on the Q-tip. That is suiting me right there. Now, let me wipe my fingers off, but I got paint all over me. I like that. Like it. Now, let me straighten up my screen over here. Got notifications coming in and can't see what I'm doing on the screen. All right, now, that I think will do it for the silver. But I'm just going to leave the silver set aside just in case I decide I want to do a little something else with it. I am going to come in with some more metallics. Let's see what we got. We got a light brown. That will probably look real nice. I'm hoping. I mean, some of this is catch as catch can. You just, you try it, you hope it's going to look good. Shake that. This is metallic light brown, and I'm going to use this as the highlights on both of my wolves. And we'll start with the little wolf. Let's get this so you can see what I'm doing here. Let's start with the little wolf with this. I've got a micro brush. I got a little of this light brown. Let's see what this does here. Just to highlight him where I put in the burns. Yeah, that's the ticket right there. Highlight on the body where I did the wood burning. To make that stand out just a little bit more. Okay. I think that's got about all the little highlights on there that I wanted to get on. Now, there's none on the feet, but we do have some on the main head part up here. So let's get this camera situated again so you can see what I'm doing. See if I can angle it a little bit there. We're going to come in with the light brown. And I'm going to do a definition on the nose. Some definition on the face. Up here on the ears. where I put the burn marks in, I'm just going over them with this metallic paint to make them stand out a little bit. Define him. Let's grab a Q-tip. Got a little bit much paint up there on that. We'll rub that down a little bit. Okay. Then we'll come over here. Do you see why I love these micro brushes so good? They just get right in there. Lay the paint right in the burn places on there. Go over his eyebrows a little bit here. And more stuff popping up on the screen. Get rid of that. He's got some whiskers over here. We'll do them. I'm staying away from the eyes for right now. I'll get to them. And around his nose and get the nostrils. Bottom lip down here. It's a windy day here in Indiana. Wind's making the old house pop and crack. You see a place where it got in a little thick. You can always go back with the Q-tip and dab some of that off while it's wet. Let's see here. I'll take a look at it on the screen here too, because the screen will show me more than what I'm seeing up close and personal. Okay. Touch up there a little bit. Tear around the eyes. Okay, now we'll wipe my brush. I think I've got him highlighted where I want him highlighted. So what we're going to do next is we want to do the eyes. And I'm going to do his eyes in gold. We want to give him some gold eyeballs. And there again, I want to do the eyes on the little wolf down here. It's only got one showing, so that's all it takes. Just a dab. Just like that. That put him in a golden eye. And up here on this one, put some gold in here for his eye. Just like that. And then what I would like to do is take a little bit of the Master White just to put a little bit of highlight in his eye. Let's see if I can put just a drop of that down there. Just a little highlight. Now, I'm going to take a Q-tip and blot that because it don't need to be puddled. And there he is in all his glory. So there he is. All right. Put that white paint away. I can put the gold paint away. I can put the silver paint away because she's ready now to just sit here and dry. And then I will put the Krylon on it. For me, that's done. I don't think it needs a doggone other thing except a Krylon and a hanger on the back. So, there it is. And on next Monday's show, I will show you the finished product. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Share it on your social media so everybody gets to enjoy it. Try to get this camera backed up here so that you can see it. See the whole thing. There's a little wolf. There's the paws. There's the wolf head. All done. There he is. Be ready to rock and roll. Be sure and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. BrendaG's Designs on all three of them. If you have any problem, the links are in the description of the video. Make it easy for you to find me. And with that, there's only one thing left to say. And that is Brenda's Crafty. Be like Brenda.